What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training. Today we're going to be breaking down the correct quarterback upper body throwing mechanics. So we'll be talking a lot about your front side discipline, where your front hand should be when you make this throw, what your posture should look like, where your release point should look like, and everything that ties into being a more accurate passer, okay? So I hope this video helps you guys out. Hope it teaches you a few things about quarterback mechanics and how you guys can be a more efficient passer. But all right, if you guys have not heard, we are going to be coming to 4 different cities these next couple of months. We're going to be coming to Tampa, Florida. Then we're going to be making our way out to Phoenix, Arizona. Then we're going to be coming to Houston, Texas, and then we are going to be coming to Newark, New Jersey for 2-day quarterback, wide receiver, and DB training camps. Okay, so if you guys are located close to these areas, if you're located in Tampa, Phoenix, Houston, or in Newark, New Jersey, or close to it, or want to make the trip out to one of our camps, check out that very first link in the description below. It's a great opportunity for you guys to get some working with myself and about 4 to 5 other coaches that have all coached at the Division I level, played at the Division I level to help you guys improve. So check out that very first link below if you guys are interested in making it out to one of our camps this offseason. Let's get started with this video. So first thing I want to talk about here with this throw from Mac Jones is just, he puts this thing on an absolute dime over the middle. There's really not a more perfect place you could put this thing into double coverage where only his guy could get it. So how do we get that consistent, accurate release point to where I'm always going to be on the money with my throws, and that always ties into your front side, okay? So everybody loves to talk about, we talk about all the time, weight transfer, hip rotation, front stride, all that stuff. And yes, that stuff is important, but what you do with your upper half kind of makes or breaks that release point and makes or breaks the accuracy behind the throw. So you see when Mac Jones goes to throw, what a lot of quarterbacks will do is they'll take that ball back. They can all get to this position, but what they end up doing when they start to rotate through and that front foot gets down is what kills them. So whenever you're throwing, you want to think of your body like it's split down a midline, right? So you got this line going down the middle of your back, like maybe you think of it as a pole, or hell, even your spine, right? Because your spine doesn't go down the middle of your back. But you got something down the middle of your back that has to stay straight. You never want to let that thing go off that midline. So what a lot of quarterbacks like to do is they'll take that front elbow right there and they'll rip it down to their hip. Maybe a coach taught them that, an old school, very old school method, or maybe it's just a bad habit they like to do. Maybe they don't have that front side stability. You don't see this a lot in baseball players because when they throw, they're always holding a glove in their front hand, so they have a little bit more stability. Like it's almost like resistance training with that front side, so they're a little bit more under control. But what a lot of young quarterbacks like to do is they swing the elbow down. Now, the problem with that right there is that that's going to flaw your mechanics and that's going to flaw your release. So the second your elbow goes down, you got this midline, your arm, your throwing side is going to do the exact same thing, but the opposite direction. So when this goes down, that release point is going to go up. And that's why you see quarterbacks who have that really, really high release point. They always tend to miss high, or if they miss late, they come down on the ball and they're releasing right in the grass, right? So that's the first thing that quarterbacks like to do, right? That's a bad habit. And we're going to show a good example of it as well. And then the second thing that quarterbacks like to do is they love to take that front shoulder and go this way, right? They love to swing the front shoulder because a coach taught them, or it's a bad habit. So you want to start with your left shoulder on the target, and then you want to replace with your back shoulder on the target. And you want to rotate all the way around. Now, the problem with that is same principles apply. You got that midline. If your front side opens up like this, what do you think your throwing side is going to do? It's going to go out wide. And that's why you see a lot of guys with this flawed sidearm release. I'm not talking about changing up the arm angle, throwing around a defender, because I know everybody loves to talk about that. I'm talking about the guys who lean out of that throw and that arm flies and they'll either miss to the right or they'll miss to the left. Now, this throw that Mac Jones makes right here, I want to highlight this because this has to be on the money. It has to be a pinpoint throw. So watch what he does with that front arm. It almost looks like he's keeping that thing. He's pulling it back to his chest. That's a perfect release point that we want to get to because it keeps his shoulders level and his upper body can stay square to the target. Ergo, that makes the release point at that clean 90-degree angle. And everybody has a different arm slot. Like, see, he holds this thing a little bit higher. Some quarterbacks hold this thing maybe a little bit wider, maybe their elbow's a little bit lower. I'm not going to be the guy that says that this has to be the exact same spot like a lot of other these quote-unquote gurus like to say. I'm saying that you want to get to this spot with your upper half. You want to make sure that that front hand's somewhere by your chest, somewhere by your face. Some guys like to hold it a little bit lower. But the one thing that you want to think about, a good trigger for your mind, is that you want to bring your chest to your front hand. When you go to rotate through, your front foot gets down, you're transferring weight, but you want to bring your chest to your front hand, because when you can bring your chest to your front hand, there's something about that phrase, something about that processes in your mind that keeps that front shoulder like kind of square, and it keeps that hand nice and tight to my face. I don't let my elbow swing down and I don't let my shoulder open up when I'm thinking about bringing my chest to my front hand. So make sure, fellas, to be a more accurate passer, we have to have that consistent release point. We have to have that consistent front arm, and that will make you a more accurate passer no matter what we do. Let's watch the thing again, full speed one more time. Great job transferring that weight and bringing that chest to that front hand by Mac Jones, and obviously delivers a strike downfield. All right, guys, we want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to leave those in the comment section below. We'll get back to you as soon as I can. Always appreciate the feedback from you guys. And again, fellas, if you guys want to make it out to our first 4 training camps this offseason in Tampa, Florida, Phoenix, Arizona, Arizona, Houston, Texas, and Newark, New Jersey. Check out that very first link in the description below. Great opportunity for you guys to get some work in. Spots are limited. We're not trying to have a million different kids out there. We want to keep it small so we can actually take the time to coach you guys. So check out that very first link below. I'll see you guys next time.